Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot in Pagan Perspective, and this week we're talking about sounds. We actually have two questions this week. One is from Angel Rose, and the other one is from our very own Danny. I'm going to start with Angel Rose first, and you can read both of these in their entirety in the bottom bar. Angel Rose is a music major and finds sound very important to get the energy going, and basically would like to know our views on it. Danny has some specific questions on how do we use sound in our practice, do we play an instrument, and what do we hear when we practice outside? And I'm probably going to focus more on Danny's question because it'll kind of answer Angel Rose's as well. So, practicing outside, and I'm going to take these out of order. Practicing outside isn't something that I really do. Basically, because whenever I lived in New Jersey, my neighbor's back deck looked over my backyard, so practicing outside was a little uncomfortable. Plus, you have the mosquitoes. Tons of mosquitoes there. Whenever I lived in Kansas, I was in an apartment complex and we had a community grass area, which, again, not really private enough for me. And now living here in Korea for this year, again, not really a private area to go and have ritual outside. So for most of my practice, I have been an indoor kitty. I'm very much an indoor witch, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I can go outside and I can be in nature. However, having an actual ritual out in nature, not really something that I've done because of all the underlying circumstances and all that. So, yeah. What do I hear out when practicing outside? Not much of anything because I don't practice outside. I do, however, love to go outside and just be in the silence whenever it is dead silent out there. I am one that likes the silence. And that's something that I learned to appreciate whenever I lost my voice. Um, what was it, end of December, early January of this past year. Whenever I lost my voice, I was forced into the silence. And it really gave me a new perspective. It opened up my practice to things I have never really considered, stuff that I wasn't really comfortable with dealing with, and now I'm very comfortable dealing with it. So it's really revolutionized my practice being in that silence. So I'm very much now a silence type of person. Now I will contradict myself by saying, yes, I do still like the background noise as well sometimes, such as today. If you have an Amazon Prime membership, look up the Liquid Mind station on the Amazon Prime music list thing. Anyway, the Prime music selection on there. Liquid Mind is a fantastic station if you like just nature sounds, instrumental stuff like that. That one is fantastic. So if that's something that you have access to, go ahead and look that up. But I still like to keep that in the background, just the nature sounds. I always have my water fountain going, and you can probably hear it in the background. I have my water fountain going, so I do like the sounds here and there of nature. It doesn't always have to be dead silence, though I've come to appreciate it more and more in the recent times than I did in the past. Do I play an instrument? I play very little. I do like to strum on a guitar every now and then, but I haven't played in years. In fact, whenever I got to New Jersey, I pretty much stopped playing my guitars. So whenever I get back to the States, it might be something that I pick up again. I have had interest in getting a drum, one of the hand drums. I actually found one at an estate clean out that I did, but I ended up selling it instead of keeping it for myself. It wasn't an expensive drum. There was nothing really special about it. It's just something I wanted to try out to see if it worked in my practice. But instead, I ended up selling it. So, other instruments besides the guitar? Not really. But I will say that if I find a drum in the future that is not costly, I will try it out. The only other thing that I have that would be considered any type of musical instrument is my bell. I have a few bells. I have the little ones that I can't remember what they're called. I know there's a certain name for them, but the ones that have the piece of cord between them that you can ding together. I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, I have those, and I do love using them. However, I didn't bring them with me because I got a new bell and I wanted to try that one out. However, I do miss my other bells, the little ones that you ting together. I do miss those, and I really kind of wish that I brought them with me. And the last question, how do we use sound in our practice? Again, I do enjoy the silence. However, whenever it comes to ritual practice, I do have one CD in particular that I might have mentioned on this channel. I know I mentioned it on my personal channel. It is by the Gordon Brothers. It's the Shaman Vision Journey. If you do not have the CD, I cannot stress enough how great this CD is. I've had it for years. I've fallen asleep to it. I've had meditations with it. I've had vision journeys on it. I've just had wonderful, wonderful meditations with this CD, and I've used it, like I said, for years. And it's just one of those CDs that I can listen over and over and over again. I can listen to it so many times, and it doesn't lose any of the power that it holds, at least for me. If you like Native American type of music, if you like didgeridoo stuff, that's the CD for you. So if you like that kind of stuff, go out and get the Shaman Vision Journey by the Gordon Brothers. I believe it's David and Stephen. I could be wrong on that one. However, the Gordon Brothers, great CD. Cannot stress enough how great that one is. I've used it in many rituals, and again, love it. The Amazon Prime station that I talked about earlier, the Liquid Mind, I have downloaded a few of those albums as well. One that I was listening to today before recording this was The Babbling Brook, and if I can remember who it's by or any details on it, I'll try to remember to put it in the bottom bar or a little note here or there. Anywho, fantastic one. It's just an hour and some change of just a babbling brook, and it sounds fantastic. So besides hearing my fountain in the background, I was also listening to that, which was just, it was like sitting in a rainfall. Just a wonderful experience through the last few hours as I've been playing it over and over again, just relaxing to the sounds of water. So that's all that I have for this week. I'm actually kind of excited about one topic in particular that's coming up this month, and I think the hosts know which one it is because I've already talked to them about it. And I'm going to say right now, I'm going to get a little irate over it, and it's probably going to be a long video, but I think that's week number 3, I think, this month. So go ahead and look out for that one. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.